Good morning, everyone. It's about 4 a.m. and I'm going to go do some hunting because we are finally in some cooler weather. For the first time this year, we've dipped down into the 30s, and I think that is going to produce some deer activity. So let's get over to our spot. Alright, I'm finally walking. It's gonna take me probably 30 minutes to get up to my spot, and I already wasted like 20 minutes getting all set up to leave, which is way longer than I anticipated. I always tell myself, oh, I can just do that in the morning. Oh, I can just do that in the morning. No, never wait for the morning. Get everything ready to go the night before. Well, I'm currently under those power lines in that clear cut that I found on my way back because I decided to take the quicker way up. I had to stop just now. I put my backpack and bow on the ground, took off my hat, and I'm kind of just standing here because I was almost running to get up here. I'm about halfway to my spot, and I did most of the elevation gain just now, and I feel honestly close to passing out or throwing up. That was way too quick, way too fast. It's a super classic mistake of hiking because now I'm drenched in sweat, and once I do get to my spot, I'm just gonna be sitting there and it's gonna be about 35 degrees, which is not safe. And I know better, but I just felt pressured to get up to my spot knowing that there was someone else in the parking lot. When I pulled up, there was already a car there, and I don't have that long until sunrise, maybe about an hour. And I wanted to get settled about an hour before sunrise just to let things quiet down, but I need to take this break because if I would have kept going, I probably would have passed out. opposite end of where I'm sitting, when I was looking at the map, I realized it's kind of a bowl over there. So the idea is that bugs are going to walk around that bowl in the morning to catch all the scent from the thermals rising down in the valley at the bottom of the bowl. And they would cross over in front of me because going down this draw to my left, the draw itself leads down to a pond that at least 3 people were set up on. Like, they were set up on the creek leading down to the pond. So I like this spot. after all of that last minute action, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm probably pretty well burned now because all the deer went that way and that way. They just bolted. But that's very interesting. I learned a lot today. I saw the one buck behind me, and then 4 came up from that way behind me, and then 4 came from the trail that I took in here. I think they smelled my trail, and that's what put them on high alert. And then I think the ones that were over there, I think my scent is going down there now, kind of. But I think they saw me too, and then they just, I don't know, something happened over there. It sounded like they got into a fight or something, or it's not their rut yet, so they weren't being chased by a buck, but that's what it almost looked like. It almost seemed like they got chased off. Yeah, 9 deer, and 8 of them were literally, I was about to leave. I was going to leave a couple minutes ago, but then I saw a few over there and a few over there, like, as soon as I was deciding to leave. So that's just incredible. If they wouldn't have spooked off, if they would have just kept walking, I probably would stay. But since they were so freaked out, I think they're going to be a little anxious to come in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk out and hike all the way down. Should be much easier walk out. Then I'm going to go take a nap because I'm pretty tired from that hike up. I got up at 4, I think, and then 1.5 miles and I think 250 feet of elevation gain, but just straight up when I was carrying a bunch of gear. So I flip my hat inside out as I walk out, just to be safe to anyone else that might still be hunting. I'm just checking out that area that the buck came from. Not really seeing any obvious signs of why he was over here, but it kind of makes me want to try to sit over here potentially. Okay, I kept walking just another, 30 feet or so, and that to me looks a little bit like a rub, or at least an old one.
Well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and share it with someone else who might enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe, because you won't want to miss me shooting my first deer. And I've got a few hunting trips planned where I'm feeling pretty good about my odds. So check back in next time and check out all my other videos, because I'm really starting to hunt quite a bit and I've already got several posted. Thanks for watching.